I'm back with more Dynasty Warriors 3, where this time I'm covering the Musou modes and the maxing out of the remaining 7 Shu characters. And I am so sorry for starting the video with a lot of complaining, as next on the select screen is Zhuge Liang. His first stage is another tiny filler one, the Mountain Bandit campaign. This one is by far the simplest. I equip him with the same stuff I gave Chang Fei, but with the Way of Musou instead of a survival guide, and get started. Zhuge Liang is just travelling through this village when some guy comes up saying they're under attack by bandits. Zhuge Liang tells them he'll deal with them. So Zhuge Liang is absolute dogshit. By far my least favourite character to play as in the game. He waves this shitty tiny fan with barely any range that does barely any damage. And he does it with these slow, over-the-top animations that are easily interrupted. I saw warnings that he was bad over the internet, but I wasn't expecting this bad. This is why I equipped him with the Way of Musou. Shooting fire lasers everywhere is the only decent damage dealer I have. There are 3 lieutenant commanders around this tiny stage, the first being to the northwest. You know a character is bad when it takes a million hits to kill an officer who doesn't even have a name. Nearby there's a pot in the corner with a wine to increase my Musou. Playing as this guy, the realisation hits. I'm gonna have to play a level on hard with this guy to get his 4th weapon. I head northwest and, very slowly, get rid of the 2nd officer. At the north end of the stage is a gate to capture, and then I go east to defeat the 3rd officer. He has one decent charge attack, after his 3rd combo hit to do this spinning wind spell. It's not great, but it's better than any other option I have now. After taking down all 3, the commander appears by the north gate. This generic even gets a playable character style introduction. I kill him, but it takes like 5 times the amount of time it would take anyone else. Zhuge Liang gloats over his defeated enemy, and I'm left thinking what I'm gonna have to put up with for 6 more stages. I at least gain a slightly better war fan than my default, but I only got 1700 points, bringing him to class 15. After that we have Changban again for his 2nd stage. Zhuge Liang starts slightly further south than the previous characters do, but I start things off the same way, heading north to fight Chang Liao and Xiahou Dun. I take down Xiahou Dun and then Chang Liao a couple minutes later. It took long enough this time that Cao Cao got involved. I could just take him on now and try to end it faster, but I need all the stat boosts I can get. The area around the gate captains was too crowded though, so I had to take the west path to defeat Yu Jin and take on Xu Huang. That true Musou attack and its fire effect is really carrying me at this point. I eventually defeat Xu Huang, and in comparison my fight with Chang He was mercifully short. I claim the gate, get the Dim Sun, and defeat Xiahou Yuan. I've had a few strength boosting items by now, so things are getting marginally faster. To the southeast corner next to take the gates there, and then head back south to end things. Take out all of Cao Cao's archers first, then Yu Jin, and finally Cao Cao. That was a very long 30 minutes. I did at least gain Zhuge Liang's 2nd weapon, the Warlord fan, so at least I can get his 5th hit and his launcher. He jumps up to class 12 as well. Qibi next for his 3rd stage. Like Chao Yun and Chang Fei, he starts in the same spot. I capture the southwest gate and go north into the boats. I get a cutscene of Zhuge Liang back at his altar conjuring the wind, take out Cao Ren, and suddenly he's back on the boat praising his own work in the next cutscene. Then I defeat Xiahou Yuan. North to the shore to capture the gate and defeat Li Dian. East onto more boats and south as the fire attack hits. Take out Mang Chong and Cao Pi. Back to the northwest shore to defeat Cheng Yu and Cao Hong. East again to defeat Cai Mao and Chang Liao. Further east defeat Jia Shu, Xu Chu and Xiahou Dun. Then have a long fight with Cao Cao, spamming true Musou attacks at health low enough the meter fills on its own. 10 minutes of this shit later, he finally runs out of free heals and goes down. Zhuge Liang jumps up to class 9. His 4th stage is... oh fuck. Fun fact, Yi-Ling as Zhuge Liang took longer than any other stage with any other character. This is where I learned to hate playing as him. First of all, I start all the way in the southwest corner, which is where he hangs as an NPC, but it means I have a long walk with nothing before I see any action. I go for the gate captain near Sun Shangxiang first, since I need to cut off every extra soldier I can. Speaking of Sun Shangxiang, defeating the easiest playable officer on the map is a struggle with several close calls. And Lu Meng, Lu Xun and Gan Ning are still out there. Fight through Ding Feng and go through the valley to meet Lu Meng. It's a 7-minute long slog filled with several retreats to look for health, and it ends with him killing me anyway. I realise I need to power Zhuge Liang up a lot if I'm ever going to have a chance here, so I set him against the Yellow Turbans. I have him run through the stage, killing every officer he can reach and get every stat boost I can find. It bumps him to class 6 and promotes his bodyguards to warriors. Let's try again. Instead of Lu Meng, Gan Ning beats him to the valley, not that it matters since Liu Bei gets killed elsewhere by Lu Xun's unit. Third try, after defeating Sun Shangxiang, I dash east through the valley to get taking out Lu Xun's officers. First I defeat Chu Ran and then position myself in front of the stone formation to keep the rest of them out. I kill Pan Chang, Jiang Qin, Cho Tai and Cheng Pu. But then I get triple teamed by Gan Ning, Lu Xun and Lu Meng, and over the next 15 minutes I keep falling back through the formation to keep myself alive while nipping away at them. I somehow separate Gan Ning from the rest and actually manage to kill him. When the other two catch up to me, I'm over the moon when I manage to kill Lu Xun as well. I think I may be able to turn this around, but I need to look for health, and while I do so, Lu Meng kills Liu Bei. Time to power this wimp up some more. But he can't even level grind properly as I lose half an hour of powering up in the Yellow Turbans to He Jin running off and getting himself killed. So I grind Chang Ban, seeing as even the Yellow Turbans are too much of a challenge for old Chuga. I get into class 5 and 6 bodyguards. Half an hour spent in Yiling to be cut down by Lu Meng and Gan Ning together. Next time he's killed by Gan Ning in only 7 minutes. Next time my attempts at stopping Lu Xun's advance fail utterly as everyone decides to hang out in the southwest corner with Liu Bei. After 20 minutes stuck in this corner alone having to fight everyone at once, I managed to take down the big three, with Lu Xun being the last to fall. I then take on Sun Shangxiang and defeat her, leaving just Sun Quan to march on. Of course, this problem with the big three being dead is that it triggers Liu Bei to advance regardless of whether he's alone or nearly dead, and the dumbass gets himself killed yet again. Then hours go by with several more, long, failed attempts. If it's not Lu Meng or Gan Ning, it's Liu Bei running face first into the nearest spear. I do the Yellow Turbans again to get Zhuge Liang to class 4. Still more failures. But eventually I get lucky and I take out all the playable officers without too much of the Shu army dying as well, with Liu Xun once again being the last to fall. Or so I think. I head off to Sun Quan, somehow having forgotten about Gan Ning, and Liu Bei is running straight for him. So I rush down there and have a long tedious fight with him until he finally drops dead. I kill every soldier in the path Liu Bei will run and rush off ahead to take on Sun Quan before Liu Bei arrives and gets himself killed again. It's about 10 minutes of killing every last other soldier here and claiming the gates to ensure only Sun Quan is left and no other guard can seek a kill on Liu Bei when I'm not looking. When Sun Quan is nearly dead, Liu Bei shows up to interrupt my combos and give him the chance to heal himself. But I keep at it and he finally falls. From my first failed attempt, through all the grinding and to the victory here, it was over 7.5 hours of gameplay. This was the lowest point of enjoyment for me with this game, though that does mean that nothing else is ever as bad as this. Zhuge Liang reaches class 3 and his bodyguards become sergeants. His 5th stage is the Nanman campaign. Fortunately, this goes a lot smoother, but Zhuge Liang starts all the way in the back at the most northern point of the map, which is irritating. I go south and take out the 1st Meng Huo along with Gao Ding, then south down the western route to defeat Dong Tunei and the 2nd Meng Huo, all the way east to take out Chu Bao and the 3rd Meng Huo, west again and defeat Meng Huo number 4. South from there to get rid of Dalai Dongchu, capture the gate and give Meng Huo his 5th defeat. The area you fight in that time also has the Dim Sum in a pot nearby, then back north to hand him his final optional defeat. From there I rush through the rest of them, King Mulu, Meng Yo, Chu Rong, Meng Jie and Meng Huo once again. You get a new cutscene if you defeat Meng Huo all 7 times. Instead of dropping dead, he concedes. And with that, Meng Huo has been unlocked. I was glad to get that one out of the way. I also got the White Feather, Zhuge Liang's 3rd weapon. My elixir upgrades to +7 and Zhuge Liang reaches class 2 while his bodyguards become mages. Because the A and S keys are next to each other, I keep it in them both, and 3 times now I've written that bodyguards have become Majoras. Zhuge Liang's stage 6 is actually a new one, the battle at Jia Ting in spring 228. Another smaller stage here. After the Nanman forces submit, Zhuge Liang turns his attention north, defeating the Wei commander Cao Chen and earning a counter-attack from Sima Yi. Zhuge Liang leaves the non-playable Ma Su in charge of protecting Jia Ting, which doesn't matter when I'm going to be doing all the fighting. Zhuge Liang and Jiang Wei talk about the terrain and whether or not Ma Su will succeed. I start in the southwest corner and there are 3 paths north that converge at the end. I run up the middle path and take on 2 officers at once, Cao Hong and Sima Chao. Cao Chen also joins in. As I fight them, Ma Su's unit starts marching up the mountain summit. It's tough dealing with these officers as so many crossbows turn up. Then Ma Su's unit get ambushed in the southwest. I even get a cutscene of Chang He calling him stupid. But while I'm dealing with these 3 officers, Chen Ji also joins in. Despite being the newest addition to the fight and a playable character, she's the one that drops first. Cao Chen is defeated immediately after. Meanwhile, Cao Hong and Sima Chao have snuck off. After I hang around and finish off Cao Chen's soldiers, I head south to find where Sima Chao got after and laser him to death. I steal a horse and ride northwest to help out Ma Su at the summit. First I drop Xin Pi. I ride the rest of the path to where they converge and take on Chang He. He's being helped out by Du Shi. I separate the latter from the unit and end him. Then I turn my attention to Chang He. Thankfully I'm being backed up by Jiang Wei, Wei Yan, Ma Su and Ma Dai all at once. So despite him not taking much damage from anyone's attacks, I can take him down easily. The second I do, Deng Ai picks a fight with me, so I kill him too. Has he been made playable by Orochi-3? His name sounds familiar too. Sima Yi's camp is all that remains. First I go west to get rid of all these archers and capture the gate. Sima Yi is to the east with 2 gates behind him. I take the western one, but the last one is too close to Sima Yi to not get his attention. From there it's a few minutes of me swinging my arms around and throwing out all the Musou attacks I can until there's no one left to help him. Then I hang back shooting arrows while everyone else gangs up on him and smacks him about. Then I come in with one last laser to finish him. Jia Ting is an enjoyable one. It's not that long, which is good because it's usually sandwiched between the harder, longer stages like Yiling and Wuchang Plains. My speed scroll is upgraded to plus 15, but no one levels up. Speaking of Wuchang Plains, it's his final stage. As usual, Zhuge Liang starts in his spot as an NPC, all the way in the back of the Shu HQ, so it takes a couple minutes for me to even reach a single enemy. I start by going southeast and taking down Sun Li. I capture the gate and also kill Jia Shu, Xin Pi and Cao Shu. The centre east gate is next, followed by Sima Chao. Man Chong's unit appear right after, so he and Deng Ai are done next. I may be making it sound quick, but as Zhuge Liang, this has all taken nearly 17 minutes so far. West across the bridge to capture the gate and defeat Cao Hong and Xu Chu. South across the bridge to defeat Cao Ren, capture the southwest gate and take down Chen Ji. Then Xu Huang in the southwest corner goes down. Just Sima Yi's camp left. The northern gate is captured, Chang Liao is killed, the southern gate is captured, and then a long 7 minutes are spent slowly whacking Sima Yi to death with a feather fan. My cavalry armour is upgraded to plus 35, but no level up even with 4500 points, though I do get 8 bodyguards. Every character actually has a different amount of points required to reach each class. Also, completing Musou mode as Zhuge Liang unlocks Jiang Wei, getting me all 10 Shu characters playable. In terms of new sights for Zhuge Liang's ending, it's Chu Rong doing the singing and dancing. The actual song doesn't change obviously, nor does the voice. Zhuge Liang is sat at his table drinking and talking with Jiang Wei and Cao Yun. Huang Chong and Chang Fei talk next to a passed out Meng Huo. The rest is a repeated combination from other endings. Now for Zhuge Liang's 4th weapon. On hard Wuchang Plains I have to kill Cao Shu after he arrives with the reinforcements in the southeast. Sounds very simple, but the problem is the combination of Zhuge Liang, Wuchang Plains and hard mode. I had so many failed attempts I had to delete those recordings for space. But that's when I learned that you can get a character's 4th weapon without playing as them using the 2-player co-op, as long as the character you want the weapon for is on the stage. I leave useless Zhuge Liang hiding in his fort and have Guan Yu do it all for him. 2-player does bring its own problems though. The split screen makes it even harder for the camera to cooperate with what you want to see, and the need to load armies for both sets of characters to fight at once in 2 different locations results in soldiers despawning for the game's performance. And it's always the soldiers you're specifically aiming for. They'll spawn out, you kill other soldiers waiting for them to come back, and they rush you from behind and get some free hits in. Every time. I kill Cao Shu, and for the first time I don't have to deal with a supply team. A special item simply appears. In this case it's in the southwest of Shu HQ. So Zhuge Liang can actually do something and break the box to get it. I much prefer getting special items over supply units, since a wooden box can't escape with the weapon. Later on another issue with 2-player comes along. One character dies and both players game over. But I managed to finish the stage next time. Shame Guan Yu is maxed out, he got 949 kills here. I gain the Peacock Feather which adds a fire effect to Zhuge Liang's launching attack. My Tiger Amulet is also upgraded to plus 16. Guan Yu gets 6900 points he can't do anything with, while Zhuge Liang manages to get 2300 points for killing a wooden box and standing still for nearly an hour. Maxing now. A run of Changban fully levels his bodyguards and gets him to class 1, it also maxes defense. 2 runs of Mount Dingjun maxes attack. 3 more runs of Mount Dingjun maxes Musou bar. A run of Guan Yu's escape gets him to class max. 3 more runs of Guan Yu's escape fill out his life bar. 1 more run of Guan Yu's escape, 2 runs of Changban, 1 run of Mount Dingjun, and another run of Guan Yu's escape, and 1 last run of Mount Dingjun finally get this guy to full points. For a while, I'm so happy I think I never have to play as him in this game again. I'd forgotten about Extreme Legends. But now I can move on to Liu Bei. His Musou mode is longer, being the Lord of Shu. He has 10 stages, which is all non-bandit Shu levels minus Guan Yu's escape, and one that we still haven't seen yet. Starting with the Yellow Turbans. I load him up with the usual items, though he actually gets a survival guide this time instead of the Way of Musou. All Shu characters start in the same spot on this stage, east of the castle. If you remember Dynasty Warriors 2, several characters, Liu Bei included, all shared the same broadsword moveset, I believe commonly referred to as the general moveset, due to mainly leaders having it. That moveset does return for all but one of those characters, but they all have their slight differences. They're all no longer complete clones of each other. Liu Bei feels generally fun to play as, though coming right after Zhuge Liang, any character looks good. I run east of the mountain to kill Gao Sheng, capture the gate, and kill Chang Bao for calling me a flaming idiot. I fight off Chang Zhao to make him flee north and have Chang Liang freeze the river. Clearing out the southeastern map comes next, getting rid of Sun Chong, Yan Cheng, Chang Man Cheng, and taking the gate. The west side and castle invaders are emptied next. Chao Hong, the southwest gate, the centre west gate, Chang Liang, Pei Yuan Shao, and Guan Hai all fall. Finally the north, where I take the gates and kill He Yi, and finally Chang Zhao. It felt so good to have a character capable of fighting decently through his first stage again. Being a leader, Liu Bei starts at class 14 instead of 16 and jumps to class 11 with his bodyguards becoming fighters. Stage 2 is my third visit to Hulao Gate in Musou mode. Run south to take out Wang Fang and the gate captain, opening the first gate. Capture the next gate south, and when Lu Bu approaches Liu Bei, I get a cutscene showing him, Guan Yu and Chang Fei attack him at once on horses. This makes Lu Bu say he doesn't have time for us and run off. In the cutscene anyway, afterwards he's still hanging around picking fights with my soldiers. To the west to take out Shu Rong and capture the gate, further west to kill Hua Xiong and defeat Chang Liao, and north from the Fan Shui Gate to deal with Fan Chou. Southeast and all the way west, taking the gate, Li Meng, Li Ru, and then past Hulao Gate to defeat Diao Chan and Dong Chuo. Liu Bei's bumped up to class 8. Stage 3 is Chang Ban. I start in the same place as Zhuge Liang, so I go south to claim the gates there and defeat Xu Chu. Pinch a horse to ride it back to the northeast corner and take out Chang Liao, Cao Ren and Xiahou Dun in no time. Remember when these guys actually gave me trouble? Defeat Yu Jin, Yu Wejin, Xu Huang and capture the gates and run west. With Xu Huang's unit making it to the northeast this time, the journey west is pretty empty. I defeat Chang He and capture the last gate. My allies already dealt with Xiahou Yuan before I could reach him, so I just take down Cao Cao, who chased me all the way here. Liu Bei reaches class 6 and his bodyguards become warriors. Che Bi once again for stage 4. Claim the southwest gate and get on the boats. Wipe out Cao Ren with a powerful Musou attack and also defeat Xiahou Yuan. Then prevent Yu Jin from fleeing and rough him up too. Head slightly east and get moving north to remove the units of Man Chong, Cao Pi and Li Dian on my way to the shore. Take out Cao Cao's surrounding soldiers including Chen Yu and Xun Yu as I capture the northwest gate. Then east a little to capture that gate. The little boat between these gates contains a pot with a dim sum inside. Towards the middle of the stage to deal with Cai Mao, Chang Liao, Xu Chu, Xiahou Dun and Yu Wejin. After that I run back to the northwest to finish Cao Cao again. I gain Liu Bei's second weapon, a longsword, and jump to class 4 with sergeant bodyguards. Chengdu next for Liu Bei's 5th stage. I start in the far back, but at least it's around the middle and not a corner, so I have an easier time navigating without constant pausing. I just head straight forward and kill Lang Bao and exit the forest. Continue west up this route and also get rid of Li Yan and Liu Xun. Return to the centre of the forest to defeat Deng Xiang and run up the central route for Liu Han and the western gate captain. I take down Chang Ren and decide to end it now as I put Liu Chang down as well. That one was over in no time. This time I actually see him fall dead instead of surrendering. Liu Bei reaches class 3 and his bodyguards become majors. Halfway through his story, Mount Dingjun is stage 6. Like a lot of Zhuge Liang stages, Liu Bei starts in an annoying spot here, all the way south behind the rest of the army. The eastern path is long and winding, so I take the western path north and help out Chang Fei. Han Hao and Xiahou De are taken out easily. Then I travel north some more to take out Chang He just as fast. To the east and I run up the hill to face Xiahou Shang at the top. Once he's done I go back down, taking down Du Shi on the way to bringing down Xiahou Yuan. Continue north and defeat Yang Xiu, then down the central path to take out Cao Hong. Then I run up to Cao Cao and flail my sword around, killing everyone surrounding him until he too is defeated. Another quick and easy time. Liu Bei reaches class 2 and gains elite bodyguards. Stage 7, usually the final stage for anyone else, is Yi Ling. I start in the centre, just a little south of where Cao Yun would start. I head west and have the easiest time I've had yet bringing down Lu Meng. That's when I realised Liu Bei is pretty good. Not Guan Yu levels, but I found him better than Cao Yun and Chang Fei. In fact, I defeated him so quickly that Gan Ning has barely had the chance to move from his starting point, so I have to make most of the journey southeast to meet him. I remove Jiang Qin and Chou Tai from the battlefield and capture the southeast gate. Gan Ning's more stubborn than Lu Meng, but it's still easier than he has been before. I was slightly peeved though when after all my work lowering his health, one of my soldiers steals the kill and robs me of the points I'd get for him. Back to the centre of the map, I take out Han Dang, Ling Tong, Cheng Pu and Chu Ran. I even have Liu Bei kill his wife, Sun Xiangxiang. The game put them on opposite sides, not me. I claim the western gate and go to the northeast, where Sun Quan is waiting. It gets a bit scary here as I have no health left, but I managed to get in over 100 kills around here before I accept that no one's going to drop any health and I have to fall back to find some. I return, claim the gate and kill Chu Huan. I take out every other soldier to the point that only Lu Xun and Sun Quan remain. I then take them both out with only a bit of trouble. After Zhuge Liang's playthrough, finishing this stage in less than 40 minutes felt like a speedrun in comparison. I also gained Liu Bei's third weapon, the Gold Dragon. Liu Bei's bodyguards get promoted to guard class. Still only have 2 though. For stage 8 we move past Liu Bei's historical death and take on the Nanman campaign. I start in the centre north so I can easily run straight to Meng Huo and hand him his first beating, followed by Gao Ding slightly to the west. All the way west and south to defeat Wu Tugu, capture the gate and beat Meng Huo a second time. Back east to take out Chu Bao and then south for Ahui Nan and Meng Huo number 3. South to take the gate and then back northwest for another Meng Huo beating. Dai Lai Dongchu shows up right after on his elephant so I deal with him too. West again to take out Dong Tunei, then the centre west for the gate and the 5th Meng Huo. I break through the barrier to head east quicker and take on King Mulu and take another gate. I really like Liu Bei's Musou attack by the way. It's not got 360 degree range like Guan Yu's, but it does cover quite the horizontal distance in front of him. North once more to defeat Meng Huo again so I can take on the southern section. Meng Yo, the gate, Chu Rong, Meng Jie and the 7th Meng Huo all fall again. Obviously I don't have to take Meng Huo on all 7 times anymore, but why not? Liu Bei reaches class 1 and jumps from 2 bodyguards to 6. For stage 9 we have the second appearance of Jia Ting in a Musou mode. I start in the same spot Zhuge Liang does, so I move northeast where I take out all the officers much more efficiently than last time. Sima Chao, Cao Chen and Chen Ji all done within a couple minutes of each other. I skip on backing up Ma Su and just head straight north to deal with Chang He. Then it's into Sima Yi's camp to deal with the gate captains, Deng Ai and the man himself. I did the rest of the stage so fast that the fight with Sima Yi alone took up about a quarter of the time spent in it. No level ups here, just straight into Liu Bei's 10th and final stage, Wuchang Plains. Once again Liu Bei starts off in Zhuge Liang's spot far away from any of the action, so I take a similar route through the stage. Southeast to get rid of Sun Li and the gate captain, then when the reinforcements arrive add Xin Pi, Jia Xu and Cao Xiu to that list. North for another gate captain and northwest to end Sima Chao's catapult unit. More reinforcements, so it's north to get rid of Deng Ai and Man Chong. West across the ridge to the gate captain, Cao Hong and Xu Chu. By the way, I get a real uncanny valley feel from Xu Chu's face during his boss intro, the way it just freezes in place at the end. South to take on Cao Ren and further south for the southwest gate. West across the bridge to get rid of Xu Huang and Chen Ji so I can enter Sima Yi's camp. Chang Liao is killed, the gates are captured and Sima Yi is defeated with little trouble. Liu Bei manages to win a battle 11 years after his death that his kingdom lost. And even with 10 stages, Liu Bei's entire Musou mode took less time than it took to win Yi Ling as Zhuge Liang. Just under 2 hours less. The point to get Liu Bei a full set of 8 elite guards. For Liu Bei's ending, it's his wife Xun Shangxiang that sings and dances for him. I guess no hard feelings over cutting her to death at Yi Ling. Chao Yun watches and he and Zhuge Liang pull up at Liu Bei's temple for a drink. Jiang Wei and Wei Yang talk next to a drunk Chang Fei. Ma Chao chats up a horse under the moonlight, and Liu Bei, Zhuge Liang, Chao Yun and Chang play Mahjong I think. Time for his 4th weapon, this one is found on Yi Ling. The requirement is simple, but because this is on hard, I fail the first attempt when Lu Meng kills me. So before I even try to fulfill the requirement, I spend half an hour slowly wiping out the armies of Gan Ning and a huge chunk of Lu Xun's advancing unit. I didn't want to get the weapon first and then get killed. The requirement is more marital troubles, as all I have to do is kill Sun Xiangxiang. It's tough because while I was dealing with Gan Ning, Lu Meng and Lu Xun travelled over to her position and are backing her up. Lu Meng is dealt with first, and 10 minutes later Sun Xiangxiang goes down. A special item appears by the northeastern gate near Sun Quan. 12 minutes later I fought through everyone else and can finally grab that weapon safely. It took so long I finished the stage with 893 kills. I obtained the Gold Moon Dragon, no element, just a stronger weapon. Liu Bei also reaches class max. Thanks to all these extra stages, he doesn't take as long to finish maxing. His attack and defense are already maxed out at this point. 4 runs of Guan Yu's escape and 1 run of Mount Dingjun have his life and Musou maxed up as well. And then 1 last run of Guan Yu's escape maxes out his points. That's half of the Shu Kingdom completed. The 6th character I work on is Ma Chao, whose first stage is Changban. Ma Chao shares his first 2 weapons with Chao Yun, so I can start him with a long spear. He gets the Tortoise and Tiger amulets, the Survival Guide, Peacock Urn and Speed Scroll. He also starts in the same spot that Chao Yun does. If you watched my Dynasty Warriors 2 video, you may remember that I said I found Ma Chao, and Jiang Wei, who shared his moveset, the least fun character to play as in the game. Thankfully I found him a bit better in this one. Nowhere near a favourite, but better than Zhuge Liang any day. He has a lot of the same attack animations, but they move quicker, and he's not getting smacked out of it every time he does that attack where he spins around. But his Musou attack is very fast, and I found it a bit unwieldy for juggling with. So this is my 6th time playing Changban, so you know how it goes by now? Head north to defeat Chang Liao and Xiahou Dun. Take the gates and go west, defeating Yu Jin, Xu Huang and Chang He. Take the gate south of Chang He and then southeast to the centre to defeat Xiahou Yuan. Southeast corner to defeat Li Dian, Cao Hong and Xu Chu. Get the gates and go north. Because Cao Ren is at the bridge, I learned that the bridge defense cutscene isn't exclusive to Chang Fei. Cao Ren goes down, Yue Jing goes down, and Cao Cao goes down. I've cut my time on this stage down by half of what it was when I first beat it as Chao Yun. Ma Chao reaches class 12 and his bodyguards become sergeants. Like Chao Yun, Ma Chao follows Changban with Che Bi as his 2nd stage. Once again this one will be very familiar. Take the southwest gate and go north of the boats, getting rid of Cao Ren, Yu Jin and Xiahou Yuan. East a little and north to defeat Cao Pi and Li Dian and reach the shore. Defeat Cheng Yu and claim the northwestern gates. Fight across the centre to bring down Sai Mao, Cao Hong, Chang Liao, Jia Shu, Xu Chu, Yue Jin, Xun Yu, Xiahou Dun and then Cao Cao himself. I am never in any danger and only end up below half health near the end. A nice 9300 points bumped me up to class 8 with 4 fighter bodyguards. Ma Chao's campaign finally splits from Chao Yun's here with the Mountain Bandit campaign. It's basically the same short stage Zhuge Liang had with the same opening cutscene. There is absolutely nothing that can be said for a repeat playthrough of this stage. I kill the 3 officers and their leader to have Ma Chao scare off any remaining bandits. Ma Chao reaches class 7 and gains 6 bodyguards. For stage 4, Ma Chao gets a stage unique to him on the Shu side, the battle at Tong Gate in summer 211. This is the last new stage I have to talk about on the Shu Kingdom side. This is a smaller scale stage like Mount Dingjun. After Che Bi, Cao Cao's army heads west. Ma Chao and his group the Guan Chong 10, which includes Han Sui, wait for Cao Cao's troops. They gather at Tong Gate in preparation. Ma Chao is out for revenge as he has already lost his father and younger brother to Cao Cao. The stage starts with Han Sui asking if fighting Cao Cao is a wise decision. Ma Chao says a few things, but the most important is that even if he knows it's a trap, he just really wants that sweet revenge. I start in the southwest at the entrance of Tong Gate. I move east to take on soldiers from Cao Ren's unit. I keep moving east and try to empty the area, but there's a gate in the back and I end up fighting Cao Hong and Cao Ren together. For being generic non-playable officers, they have higher defense than I was expecting. During this, a huge unit led by Xu Huang appears to the north, so Ma Chao sends Han Sui, Yang Qiu and Li Kan off to fight them off. Eventually, Cao Hong becomes the first officer to fall. I capture the southeastern gate too. I get fighting Cao Ren, but he keeps pulling 3 heals out of his arse and allows Xiahou Yuan to reach me and help out. It takes almost half my total time spent in the stage to finally take the stubborn bastard out. I head towards the gate north of the first one I took and get a cutscene where Cao Cao appeals to Han Sui. They are old friends and he wants Han Sui to reject Ma Chao in favour of him. Han Sui enters negotiations with Cao Cao while I'm fighting elsewhere. I capture the gate and head back to Xiahou Yuan to finish that fight. During this, a cutscene where Ma Chao is told of Han Sui's betrayal. The news deals a huge blow to everyone's morale. I defeat Xiahou Yuan and head all the way west to deal with the massive gathering of Wei soldiers. First officers I face are Xu Huang and Chu Ling. It's nice to have enemies that take reasonable damage again, as Xu Huang is quickly defeated. Chu Ling also, seconds later. Han Sui finally defects to Cao Cao's side. Unfortunately for him, he was stood inches away from me when he did so. I essentially execute him on the spot, he's not very strong. Nearby is Xu Chu. He has ludicrous defense too, but I wear him down in the end. Northeast from there is Cao Cao. We get another cutscene where Ma Chao vows revenge and charges in. Then both of their horses disappear in the transition. Cao Cao also has insane defense, but in the end he was much easier and quicker to take down than Cao Hong and Cao Ren. Tong Gate on the Shu side is one I didn't care for much. I don't know if it's the super durable officers or the fact that I only need to play it as Ma Chao and I resent it for what's coming up next. Ma Chao reaches class 6 and his 5th stage is Yi Ling. But since his 4th weapon can be obtained on Tong Gate, I decide to get it now. To get Ma Chao's 4th weapon, I need to have Han Sui betray me and join Cao Cao. That doesn't sound that bad, does it? That happened naturally in the run I just showed you. But the issue is keeping Han Sui alive on hard until it can happen. That and the titanium officers are an even bigger pain to kill now. First attempt the supply unit just doesn't appear. Second attempt I get killed. Third time the supply unit appears in the centre of the map, so I get chasing after them. By the time I reach the spot they spawned, they've already escaped through the northeast gate. Fourth attempt I get killed. Fifth attempt has me waiting at their spawn point so I can reach them. I kill the captain and get the weapon, but then an arrow comes in from off screen while I'm dealing with Shu Chu and kills me. Sixth attempt sees Cao Cao kill me before the weapon appears. Seventh attempt Xu Huang kills me. Cao Cao again the 8th time. Ninth time the supply unit get ahead while I'm getting beaten up. I try to chase them, but only end up seeing them escape in front of my eyes. On my 10th attempt I go for co-op again and do it as Guan Yu, hiding Ma Chao where the AI won't go for him right away. I get the weapon from the supply unit and finish the stage. This experience is what soured me on Tong Gate. Even when played from the wayside, and any bonus weapons requiring me come back here just made me think of this and left me with a feeling of exhaustion. And the weapon, the Steel Dragon, isn't even that good. He has a fire attack on his C6, but all the stat boosts are on stats that I just don't have much use for. Mounted attack is worthless because fighting on a horse is a waste of time. I don't need extra jump height. But I equip it for healing anyway. At least I have his full moveset now since I still don't have his third weapon. Like many other attempts at healing, my first one ends early on with another death at Lu Mang's hands. On my next attempt I get one of those situations where Gan Ning is nearly dead but then he throws out an unreactable Musou that obliterates me. The third attempt is the successful one. Ma Chao starts around the same area Chang Fei and Liu Bei do. Xu Sheng goes first, then it's southeast to deal with Zhou Tai, the gate captain, Chang Qin and eventually Gan Ning. Back north to deal with Han Dang and Lu Meng, then west for Cheng Pu. The western gate captain and Sun Shangxiang are next. Back to the Stone Warrior Formation's entrance to have a long fight with Lu Xun until he's done. At this point I'm really feeling the overall naffness of Ma Chao's fourth weapon. It then takes a further 10 minutes to empty the northeastern corner and defeat Sun Quan. I get Ma Chao's third weapon, the Steel Stallion. He also reaches class 5. The Nan Man campaign next for stage 6. It starts me to the far east of the northern area, right next to a gate I can claim. I don't need to unlock Meng Huo anymore, so I don't need to rush to fight him every time. So I keep moving south to defeat Ahui Nan and capture the centre east gate. I head back north to enter the central area and defeat Chu Bao and Meng Huo, who still hadn't been defeated by anyone else yet. Going all the way west, taking out Dong Tunei, the second Meng Huo and Wu Tugu. Back near Shu HQ for Gao Ding and the third Meng Huo. Dalai Dongchu is next, followed by Meng Huo number 4. I capture the gate near the 5th Meng Huo and take him down again after. The 6th Meng Huo goes next and I make my way south and west, taking out Yong Kai, the gate captain, King Mulu, Meng Yo, the southern gate captain, Chu Rong, Meng Jia and Meng Huo once again. Ma Chao goes to class 3 with his now 8 warrior bodyguards. And like many others, Wuchang Plains is Ma Chao's 7th and final stage. Ma Chao starts dead centre in the same spot Guan Yu does. I start by moving southwest to get rid of Cao Ren and his catapults. Further south I take the gate and defeat Xu Huang and Chen Ji. Running up to the northwest corner to defeat Cao Hong and Shu Chu, plus capture the nearby gate. Across the bridge for Sima Chao's catapults and then the newly arrived Man Chong. Then all the way southeast to claim the gate and deal with Jia Shu and Cao Shu. Then Sima Yi's corner to defeat Chang Liao, the gate captains, and have a 5-minute fight with Sima Yi that ends with him falling face first in the dirt again. Ma Chao reaches class 2. For Ma Chao's ending we get Diao Chan singing again. Liu Bei and Guan Yu eating next to the drunk Chang Fei this time. Ma Chao showing his spear moves and everything else being combinations we've seen before. On to the maxing. 3 runs of Guan Yu's escape gets him the fully levelled 8 elite guards. It also maxed out his attack stat. 2 more runs gets him to class max. Another run through maxes both his life and defense. I stick with Guan Yu's escape, the wine for Musou being in a pot behind the second gate. 3 more runs maxes out his Musou bar. Then 1 last run maxes out his points. As I said, better than in the last game, but still not as good as the 4 non-Zhuge Liang characters that came before him. But next we move on to Huang Chong, who is old enough to start with the Yellow Turban Rebellion. I give him the same items as Ma Chao and get started. Despite Huang Chong's character art and cutscene showing him prominently wielding a bow, Omega Force hadn't yet figured out full bow movesets yet, or even good bow combat. So like in Dynasty Warriors 2, he still has a variation of the general moveset that Liu Bei also has. It means I don't really have too much to say about him. Character-wise, he's the old one, and he feels as fun as Liu Bei did. And he has no new stages, so they should go by faster than anyone before him. I run up the hill to deal with Gao Sheng, the gate captain and Chang Bao, then beat up Chang Jiao on the way down. Going south to take on Sun Chong, Bo Chang and Chang Man Cheng. I should also say at this point that if I don't mention a dim sum or wine that I have pointed out before in earlier runs, just assume I grabbed it. I head southwest for Yan Cheng, the Gate Captain, and Chao Hong. Then north for another Gate Captain, Chang Liang, Guan Hai, and Pei Yuan Shao. Then to the northern shore for the last Gate Captain, He Yi, and Chang Jiao once again. The points boost him to class 12. The second stage, as one might expect at this point, is Hulao Gate. I go south to take the gate and kill Wang Fang to open the east gate. Capture the next gate south, move west, defeat Xu Rong and Gao Shun and claim the nearby gate. Keep moving west, defeat Chang Liao, find the Musou Wan on the south end of the Fan Shui Gate's roof. Defeat Fan Chou and get a cutscene I haven't seen before. Guan Yu challenges Hua Xiong and kills him. They never got near each other in previous playthroughs, so I didn't get it until this point. Run southeast and run all the way west, claiming the gate, defeating Li Meng, defeating Diao Chan, defeating Li Ru, killing all of Dong Zhuo's gate captains and then the man himself. I gain the steel sword, Huang Chong's second weapon, and get him to class 9 with 4 sergeant bodyguards. His stage 3 is Chang Ban. Chang Ban goes as usual, defeat Chang Liao and Xiahou Dun, take the northern gates, travel west, defeat Yu Jin, Xu Huang and Chang He, take the western gate. Run east through the centre, defeat Xiahou Yuan, run to the southeast corner and take the gates. Xu Chu's group has already been defeated by someone else. Head back north, defeat Cao Ren, Yue Jin and Cao Cao. My route through this level when starting in the same spot as Chao Yun is pretty much locked in by this point. Huang Chong reaches class 7. Stage 4 for him is Chengdu. Rather annoyingly, he starts in the northeast corner like Chang Fei. I run southwest to take on Leng Bao and continue that way west for Li Yan and Liu Xun. Back into the forest to kill Dong Shan, then up the central path for Liu Han, Chang Ren, the Gate Captain and Liu Chang. Like Chang Ban, the route through this one is set. Huang Chong reaches class 6 and his bodyguards become majors. Considering he has an active cutscene role in Mount Ding Jun, it's no surprise he gets it for his stage 5. This is the last time we'll see Mount Ding Jun on the Shu side in Musou mode. It's also nice to start at the front lines again. I run down the mountain taking out Xiahou Shang, Du Shi and Xiahou Yuan. I run south and around to the west side to go north and take down Han Hao, Xiahou De and Chang He. Go north taking out Yang Xiu, Cao Hong, the Gate Captains and eventually Cao Cao. I've played Shu's side of this stage so many times for grinding I know it like the back of my hand. I gain Huang Chong's third weapon, the Sage Sword. He reaches class 5 and his bodyguards become fighters. Stage 6 for him is Yi Ling. But since Mount Ding Jun also contains Huang Chong's 4th weapon, I decide to get it now. After the miserable experience last time getting Ma Chao's, this one is far easier. I have to defeat Xiahou Shang, the first officer you find by just walking forward a bit. It spawns a precious item just west of where Cao Cao waits. So I just play through the level normally and grab it before I reach the end. I now have the Oracle Sword. No element, but better stat boost than Ma Chao's weapon. Huang Chong's bodyguards also get promoted to warrior. Now for Yi Ling. Of course I fail my first try. Lu Meng, Xu Sheng and Cho Tai gang up on me and wreck me. Then as I try escaping, an arrow finishes me. The second try is successful. Huang Chong starts on the west side right next to Sun Shangxiang, so I deal with her first and the nearby gate captain. Considering where I start, I just try and be a big east moving wave of death, taking out Cheng Pu, Pan Chang, Xu Sheng, Chan Qin, skipping Lu Meng but taking out Gan Ning, taking the southeast gate, coming back for Lu Meng. I never mentioned Huang Chong's Musou attack before. His is a bit like Guan Yu's, circling around himself, which makes it good for juggling. A few characters, but not all with this moveset, have this Musou attack. Lu Meng goes down, Lu Xun goes down, I go north, the gate captains go down and Sun Quan goes down. There's about 15 minutes summed up in a sentence. Huang Chong reaches class 4. Like most of us, his final stage is Wuchang Plains. He starts in the centre like Guan Yu and Ma Chao. This time I decide to do the northwest corner first. Cao Hong and Chu Chu go down. Then east, take the gate, take out Sima Chao. Southwest next, Cao Ren, the gate, Xu Huang and Chen Ji are defeated. Back up north to get rid of Dong Ai and Man Chong. Southeast for the 2 gates along with Cao Xiu. Then back northeast for Chang Liao, the gate captains and Sima Yi for my 7th complete Musou mode. Huang Chong reaches class 2 and his bodyguards become elite mages. Huang Chong was a good time, getting to just wreck everything by this point and doing a lot of stages faster than I had before. His ending has Ma Chao meditating under a waterfall, Chang Fei and Guan Yu drinking, Huang Chong drunkenly dancing past everyone and later smacking Liu Bei's shoulder too hard, and Wei Yan showing his skills. Gotta max him out now. I'd almost forgotten to write about that, I was about to move right on to Jiang Wei. 2 runs of Guan Yu's escape has his attack maxed, another run has his defense maxed, 1 more run maxes his life, the next one gives him 8 elite guards, the next run sees him reach class max and has his Musou bar maxed, a further 6 runs of Guan Yu's escape and 1 run of Mount Ding Jun maxes out his points. Now we can move on to Jiang Wei. He also starts with Changban and shares his first 2 weapons with Chao Yun and Ma Chao and gets equipped with the usual set of items. Like in Dynasty Warriors 2, Jiang Wei is still using a variation of Ma Chao's moveset. He has a better spinning Musou attack that's much easier to control though, so gameplay wise he's ahead of Ma Chao for me. So I haven't spoken much about personality yet when it comes to these characters, as the game hasn't shown much yet. Everyone has been pretty straightforward and basic, showing the bare minimum. Jiang Wei has been so forgettable these past 2 games that, on a purely design and personality basis, he's my least favourite Shu character of the 10 in this game. He's been so bland and forgettable that I forgot he was even in Dynasty Warriors 2, and that I had a miserable time playing as him. His visual design feels like an inferior Chao Yun, and he's sharing the Shu roster with 5 other spear users who all stand out more. I have seen what he looks like later in the series, and he looks like a completely different character, and I feel that's an improvement as what we have right now in 2 and 3 feels like the most nothing character in the game. So I expect this guy's Musou mode to be summed up quicker than anyone so far. Changban goes exactly the same as it did for Huang Chong last time, except Shu Chu was actually around for me to beat him up. He jumps up to class 12 and gains 4 bodyguards, and like Chao Yun and Ma Chao, he also gets Che Bi for his second stage. He starts as you would expect. Take the southwest gate and head north, defeating Yu Jin, Cao Ren, Cao Pi, Man Chong and Xiao Yuan. Take the centre-west gate, defeat Li Dian, take the northwest gates. Then I mix things up by going east over the northern shore instead of through the boats. I take out Yue Jin and the northeastern gates, then go south down the eastern shore to take out Cao Chang and Shu Han. Then back to the centre for Jia Shu, Shu Chu, Chang Liao and then Cao Cao. Jiang Wei jumps to class 9 and gains 6 sergeant bodyguards. I worry when Yi Ling is so early as his 3rd stage. But this is actually one of the quickest Yi Ling runs I've done. I head east and defeat Lu Meng in only a couple minutes, then southeast to defeat Jiang Qin and Gan Ning, northwest to defeat Pan Chang and Chen Pu, Sun Shangxiang, Han Dang and the western gate captain next, and then to the northeast corner to take out Lu Xun, the last 2 gate captains and Sun Quan. That only took just over 25 minutes this time, and I didn't even die first time. Jiang Wei reaches class 8. His 4th stage is the generic Rogue Fortress. Nothing interesting to point out about this replay, so let's skip to the leader. Since Wu has been removed from the board early on, this time it's Huang Gai forced to banditry. This is his first appearance on screen since I started playing. He's been a part of the Allied forces at Che Bi and the Yellow Turbans, but I've never been anywhere near him for him to get on screen. I take him out and Jiang Wei reaches class 7 and gains major bodyguards. Stage 5 for Jiang Wei is Nanman. This is also one of the quicker playthroughs of this stage. I start in the same spot Chao Yun does. Defeat first Meng Huo and Gao Ding, then Wu Tugu, second Meng Huo and Dong Tunei, then Dai Dong Chu, Ahuinan and third Meng Huo, 4th Meng Huo, 5th Meng Huo and King Mulu, 6th Meng Huo, then Meng Yo, Chu Rong, Meng Jia and final Meng Huo. Jiang Wei reaches class 6. His 6th stage is Jia Ting. Since Jiang Wei's 4th weapon can be obtained on Jia Ting, I switch over to hard and try to get it now. It doesn't really work out though, as I've only had 4 proper stages to strengthen Jiang Wei with the Rogue Fortress's tiny officer amount not boosting him much. I just have to defeat Cao Chen and Chen Ji quickly, but at this point he's just not strong enough to last against that whole east side bunch. After 5 failed attempts, I just do the stage for now and come back after I finish this mode. I run northeast and take out Huang Chan, Chen Ji, Cao Chen and Cao Hong in what felt like no time after my hard mode struggles. Then north to defeat Du Shi and Chang He, then into the camp to take out the gate captains, Dang Ai and Sumai. Took 13 minutes but felt even shorter than that. I also gained Jiang Wei's 3rd weapon, Vapor. He also reaches class 5, and that just leaves Wuchang Plains as his final stage, like most of the rest of Shu. Once again he starts dead centre, but just a little bit west of where Guan Yu, Ma Chao and Huang Chong start. Southwest for Cao Ren and Xu Huang, but then after all the time spent wearing down Chen Ji, Chao Yun rides by and swipes a kill for himself. Northwest for Cao Hong and Shu Chu, east for Sima Chao, Deng Ai and Man Chong, southeast for Cao Xiu, then northeast for Chang Liao and Sumai. Missed out on more officer kills than usual here. Jiang Wei reaches class 4, first time I ended the Musou mode with less than 30,000 points. His ending shows him talking to a drinking Zhuge Liang and listening in on a conversation between Zhuge Liang and Pang Tong, Guan Yu posing for the moon, Pan Tong smacking Zhuge Liang's shoulder too hard, and ends on Jiang Wei sitting and enjoying the Yao Chan show. Now to return to Jia Ting for that 4th weapon. I defeat Cao Chen and Chen Ji within a few minutes of starting to make a supply unit appear in the back of Sumai's camp. So I run up there and deal with a supply captain, even with Sumai, Dang Ai and a couple hundred soldiers coming at me. It takes a further 12 minutes to finish the stage after. I gain Blink, a weapon with a lightning effect on his C6. Jiang Wei also gains 8 bodyguards. Maxing next. 3 runs of Guan Yu's escape max his attack and defense together, 2 more runs fully level his bodyguards, 1 more run gets him to class max, another run maxes his Musou bar, 2 more runs max out his health, and then I do 2 runs of the Yellow Turbans to max out his points. These last 8 characters were ones I'd played as and maxed out in Dynasty Warriors 2, but now all Shu has left are its 2 new characters, starting with Wei Yan. His first stage is the Yellow Turban Rebellion. Once again he gets the usual items. Wei Yan fights with a double-sided spear, and while he feels a little slow to me and lacks the range of the other spear users, his attacks and their animations carry a feeling of power that most of the others lack. His Musou attack isn't the best for juggling, but really good for dealing with crowds since he slides around really fast during it. I definitely enjoy playing as him more than Ma Chao and Jiang Wei, and maybe even Chao Yun as well, though he has the benefit of being played as 9th at a point I know Shu's stages so well. Comparing the spear users, he's probably either 2nd to Guan Yu or 3rd to him and Chang Fei, I'm not decided. We'll see in later games how I feel about his characterisation, as once again he's very minimal across this entire game. The series does take liberties with its historical figures, and from what I've seen people say, Wei Yan was never a barbarian who talks like a caveman. It seems when creating characters they have a list of people they want to include and a separate list of video game character archetypes, and then see what they can fit together. I believe one of the series producers has since regretted making Wei Yan like this, as it limits his interactions with other characters in later games. I've only ever seen him in Orochi Free Hyper, and I played that game 9.5 years ago, so I don't remember him at all. I'll find out should I continue the series. As for the Yellow Turbans, I clear it in the same order I clear it every time on the Shu side. Wei Yan goes up to class 12 and his bodyguards become Sergeant Fighters. As with any character starting with the Yellow Turbans, his second stage is not Hulao Gate, but the Rogue Fortress. It's a strange place to put it at first, as all my time playing since the start of Dynasty Warriors 2 imprinted in my head that Hulao Gate always follows the Yellow Turbans, but slotting this in between mixes things up a little, which is nice. Still nothing extra to say about this stage though, except that this time the bandit leader isn't even a playable officer, it's just a generic unnamed commander. Makes sense, I've only fought the Yellow Turbans so far, and their one playable officer is now dead, so there's no one else to stick here for revenge. I gain Wei Yan's second weapon, the Strike Volge. No level ups though. Now we get Hulao Gate to stage 3. As with any Shu character at Hulao Gate, it goes like the others. Heading south through the first gate, capturing 2 gates and defeating Wang Fang, and after turning west to the Fan Shui Gate, Xu Rong, a 3rd gate captain, Hua Xiong and Fan Chou. Then moving to the southeast corner, taking out Gao Shun, then heading west to deal with another gate captain, Li Mong, Li Ru, Diao Chan and Dong Zhuo. Wei Yan reaches class 9 from this. Stage 4 for him is Changban again. Literally nothing different than the last few times. There's the list of officers I defeated, Wei Yan reaches class 6 and his bodyguards become warriors. For stage 5 we have Yi Ling again. For the first time in a few playthroughs, Lu Xun's unit managed to force their way through the Stone Warrior formation and reach the Shu HQ. It takes a good 10 minutes to clear everyone out. The rest of it goes as usual. I feel a little bad skimming over the new character this much, but there's really not much new happening by the 9th Shu playthrough. I gain Wei Yan's 3rd weapon, the Double Star. Here's the list of officers I defeated. Wei Yan reaches class 5 and his bodyguards become elites. Stage 6 is Jia Ting, the last of the Shu characters to have it in their Musou mode. Somehow I actually die in the first couple of minutes against Chenji, after doing so well everywhere else. Apart from that, as usual, I defeat these officers and get access to 4 bodyguards. That just leaves Wuchang Plains and the final time we'll see the Shu side of Wuchang. Wei Yan actually has a unique starting position here, all the way in the southeast corner, so I can take a different route. I start with the southeastern gate captain and take out Sun Li, then the reinforcements show up right in front of me, so I can take out Cao Xiu right then, followed by the centre east gate captain and Sima Chao. Man Chong's unit shows up right in front of me too, so I take him out and Deng Ai, then cross the bridge west to take the gate. Cao Hong and Xu Chu go down next, then it's all the way south to take down Chenji and Xu Huang. Take the southwest gate and go north a bit to deal with Cao Ren, and then take on Sima Yi's corner, bringing down Chang Liao, the last 2 gate captains, and finally Sima Yi. And that's the Shu Kingdom side of Wuchang Plains done for good, even including Extreme Legends. Wei Yan reaches class 3 and his bodyguards become mages. In his ending cutscene we see Chao Yun and his bootleg drinking together, Wei Yan drinking next to Zhuge Liang and looking distrusting, and like the 6th time now that Huang Chong has dislocated Ma Chao's shoulder with his strong pat. The 4th weapon next, and this one took a few attempts. At Jia Ting I'm supposed to rescue Ma Su from the ambush and defeat Xin Pi, then defeat all enemy soldiers while keeping Ma Su alive and then enter Sima Yi's camp. I get the first step done but get killed by an off-screen archer with only Zhang He left. Next time, despite the item report message not appearing, the weapon does spawn in the box in the northeast corner of the summit, but then I die fighting Sima Yi. So I have a run of the Yellow Turbans to power myself up, getting Wei Yan to class 2. Then when I try again I get killed within a minute of starting. But on my 4th try I get the weapon and finish the stage. I get the double comet containing the death element on his C6. Wei Yan gets 6 bodyguards. At this point I still haven't discovered the usefulness of the death element, so I have to wait for later characters to show off its use. Another run of the Yellow Turbans fully levels Wei Yan's bodyguards and maxes out his attack stat. The next one has him reach class max. The next run maxes his defense stat, and the one after maxes his life. 3 more runs maxes out his points and Musou bar at the same time. That just leaves the final Shu character and this game's other new addition to the kingdom, Pang Tong. He starts out with Hulao Gate. Pang Tong is a little awkward. His normal attacks have terrible horizontal range, which make him not very good at dealing with crowds, but they work very well if you're fighting a single opponent, like the officer after all their guards are down, for example. But then he does some quite good charge attacks for dealing with crowds, as long as you don't get knocked out of the combo first. They're quite fun to just watch too, him spinning upside down with the staff out. And then there's his Musou attack, which is amazing for crowds. For one thing, it's stationary, so there's none of that risk of moving away from the target because you smack them out of view. Second is that the hitbox surrounds him on every angle, so just catch a shitload of enemies in a tornado at once and just keep them there bouncing to death until you run out of meter. My favourite Musou attack from Shu and contender for favourite in the game. Pang Tong also gets quite a bit more spotlight thanks to his focus in the Chengdu level. He gets more than returning characters like Chang Fei and Jiang Wei, but also definitely more than fellow newcomer Wei Yan does. But back to Hulao Gate, I finished it in 20 minutes. He is the defeated officer list and he reaches class 12. His second stage is Changban. Goes the same as every other Changban playthrough that starts in this spot. That's Shu's version of Changban completed to the last time. I gain Pang Tong's second weapon, the Mirage Staff. He is the defeated officers and Pang Tong reaches class 9 with Sergeant Bodyguards. For stage 3 we have the last appearance of Shu's Che-Bi. Once again I complete it with nothing new worth pointing out. This is the last time starting Che-Bi in that same southwest corner, but we will still have 2 more versions of this stage to cover in the future. Defeated officers here, Pang Tong reaches class 7 and his bodyguards become fighters. For stage 4 he has Chengdu, the final appearance of it in Musou mode since the other 2 kingdoms don't have it. Of course he'd have this one considering his role in it. He starts in the same southern path that he starts as an NPC. I start by heading west to manually trigger his cutscene of finding the village, but then I backtrack and do it in the same order I did as everyone else. List of defeated officers, Pang Tong reaches class 6, his bodyguards become warriors. But I'm going back into Chengdu on hard, as Pang Tong's 4th weapon is found here. This is another simple objective, just make Pang Tong trigger the Luo Feng Po cutscene and the ambush. A special item appears in the far northwest of the map, but I can't just rush to it and defeat the stage. Liu Bei is surrounded on hard and they will destroy him. So I spend about 8 to 9 minutes just clinging to Liu Bei and killing everyone around him, fight my way to that weapon and finish the stage. I also gain Pang Tong's 3rd weapon, the Staff of Wind. But then there's a Tornado Staff with no element but better selection of stat increases than Ma Chao's. Pang Tong reaches class 5, his bodyguards become elites. Now onto his 5th stage, Yiling. One of my faster clearings of this stage at 30 minutes, and I don't even die the first time either. As you can see, I killed a lot of officers, getting Pang Tong to class 4 and making his bodyguards majors. With Yiling being 5th, you may expect a standard Nanman stage 6 and Wu Chang stage 7, but instead Pang Tong's 6th stage is the Mountain Bandit campaign. I kill him, no level ups. And so the Nanman campaign is the final Shu stage going in character select order. Just one last mention of how much I enjoy Pang Tong's Musou attack before I make Meng Huo surrender to Shu one last time. Pang Tong reaches class 2 and his bodyguards reach their highest titles, yet he still only has 2. His ending shows him breathing fire while Chang Fei, Huang Chong and a lot of generic officers dance around him, but that's the only scene unique to his ending. As for maxing him, 2 runs of the Yellow Turbans gets him his 8 bodyguards, it also maxes defense. At this point I've settled on the Yellow Turbans to be my permanent grinding spot once again. I felt it just got me more stat boosts and points in less time than any other level. 1 more run of it gets him to class max and maxes his attack. 2 more runs maxes his Musou meter, and then it takes another 4 runs to max out both his points and life. And that there is the Shu Kingdom complete, with all 10 characters fully levelled, their Musou modes cleared, with max stats and all their weapons obtained. Overall I'd say my most fun and least fun of this kingdom are obvious. I found Guan Yu the most fun and Zhuge Liang the worst. And as I've said, in terms of personality and design, only Jiang Wei comes out more boring than the rest. But we are far from done here as there are still another 31 characters to max out here. So hopefully you stick around for part 3, where I start taking on the Wei Kingdom characters, where we'll see new stages, new perspectives on some returning stages, and a more diverse selection of weapons between the playable cast.